Yes, welcome. It's Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We here. It's not a major holiday. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not a major holiday, and if we all here, guess what? We at 3119 Hampton Ave, Overtime Studios, My City, My Music. You know, one of the best studios, if not the best studio in St. Louis. And we here to talk about these NBA playoffs today. What up, y'all?
What up? What up?
What up? I have some very distinguished brothers with me today. Sounds different, Just. I like this. I wish it kind of wanted to sound like this every week. What is it? I am joined by this young brother. He has just started coming on High Off the Glass, but he loves it here because he knows how we get down. I told him about it for years. He was always too busy. Since he made his initial voyage, he has made time ever since. Everybody give it up for Mr. Rob. What up? What up? Thank you, Mr. Rob, for coming through. And this dude, y'all remember this cat? We have not seen this man in a minute. It has been,
some months.
No, it's been a year. Goddamn, it's been a
year. That long?
No, yeah, because I've been here since April of last year, and this is the end of April of this year. So yeah, for long returning, it's been too long. Finally coming back home where he belongs, Mr. Rodney Michael. Give it up, everybody. Give it up for Rodney Michael. You know what I'm saying? Rodney Michael, we in the house. About time you brought your ass back.
Told you, man, I was coming through once I got finished with all this other shit.
You did. And my man has his...
I even got my referee stuff
right,
on.
He's got his referee joint on right now. He is repping. I'm trying to figure out why this... Is my seat low or is this... Oh, wait. I know what it is. Marvin was sitting here. Brothers right before me. Got to give it up to Gentleman's Club, hosted by Marvin and his conglomerate of awesome guests that he has. But, yo, we're going to jump right into it, y'all.
Man.
We're going with the first. I want to do every series, first round, and I'm starting right where it should be. The mighty, mighty Boston Celtics. That's what we here to talk about them.
Still got to hear that shit again.
Yeah, fuck it. You got to hear that. It ain't never changed, bro.
Damn, I've been going through this shit for what, 12, 13, 14, 15 years?
Longer than that, since 2015.
2015, there you go.
You've been going through this for that long.
Man.
No, my bad.
205.
Since 08. Because
when you meet Ravenna?
I met your sister in 08.
It was 08.
So yeah, you've been hearing this since then.
Damn.
That's back when you liked us. before you jumped on that Warrior. He was on our bandwagon. He jumped on that Warriors, man.
Ray Allen. So
that's why. Oh,
Ray
you
Allen,
just followed
KG,
the shooters and shit.
When they came over to the Celtics, that's when I became a fan.
Okay, damn right.
That was that year. That was the first year.
I was a fan since the 80s, and I get what you're saying.
I'm not really a Warriors fan, like he said. I just follow Steph.
You a Warriors fan, dude? Stop it, bro. No, Rodney. No fucking start. Don't fucking start. Bro, I don't want to hear this bullshit. You was already talking shit. You was scared as fuck when y'all lost the first two games against the Kings. All right, fuck it. See, I want to start with Boston. Let's go right into that goddamn Kings-Warriors series. Let's go. Game 7. Let's go right into it. Let's go right into it. This dude was talking all shit when the Warriors came back and won 3 straight games. He was talking shit.
They know I'm a Stephanata.
Stephanopoulos. But now it seems since y'all dropped the ball in Game 6, you a little scared. What's the deal?
Shit, dude. I mean, Jordan fool. You see them shots that nigga was putting up, dog?
Okay, we don't use that word on this show. 2 words we don't use on this show: weed and nigga. We don't use them 2 words. Man, everything else is good to go.
He was straight tripping, man, throwing up them low lollygag shots. He trying to draw fouls, falling on the ground. They even talked about it online. They talked about how he was overpaid and how he shouldn't have got the contract he got.
Oh.
And the way he played on Game 6, he got some work to do tonight.
You mean
this evening?
The contract he got knocked out for?
Yeah. Bink. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't a 2-hitter. It was a 1-hitter. Bink.
Ouch.
I gotta do drum roll on that shit. I'm sure.
Boom.
So yeah, this is.
I'm not mad at his money, but if you make that kind of money, we gotta have some results. Am I right?
Yeah.
You got to have some results.
I mean, you getting a max deal. You getting a max deal? Yeah.
For a long period of time.
Yeah.
And this is a closeout game.
Right.
He was part of the championship team last year. Mm-hmm. Bro.
That has been okay. You know what? I'm gonna give my take on y'all in a second, but I want to see what Mr. Rob think. Mr. Rob, what have you taken from this Kings Warriors series?
The Kings got a real team over there, man.
You damn right.
DeAndre Fox is a monster over there, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I
All
respect
NBA,
that.
he a monster, man.
Yes.
And their role players are doing exactly what they should.
What they
Right.
do.
They making shots, man.
Right.
And they compete now. Golden State's known for team defense, but there's a lag, there's a gap, there's some
there
holes
is.
over
And
there.
here's
There
where
is.
it is.
Exploited,
There
man.
is.
Them cats old, and Sacramento
He's young.
is young.
Yeah.
And they ain't got nothing to lose.
They ain't got
They
nothing
just
to
out there
lose. The
free
cats
balling.
ready to
They don't have
ready
nothing
to
to
run, and we saw that in Game 6. We also saw it in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
because we couldn't keep up with them.
You couldn't. But see, this is where I get the pushback. Yeah, y'all old, but guess what? You weren't the oldest team in this playoff. You know what the old? You know
LA
who?
was, wasn't it?
Huh? No, not even.
The
not
Lakers
even them.
changed after they got after that trade.
I think if
They
I
were
tell you,
young.
y'all might be shocked. Do y'all know who the oldest team in the playoff was? Because they're no longer in
I
it.
think it's Brooklyn, ain't it?
Nope. No, Brooklyn young. What you tell you crazy? Brooklyn ain't got nobody over 30.
Oh, it's the Sixers.
No, the Bucks. The Bucks were the oldest team in the playoffs
Oh,
this
sure
year.
is.
They were the oldest
Sure
team.
is.
Can you believe that? So
I believe I see
Oh,
it.
Jay
Bro.
Crowder.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
complaining, said he
Crowder,
wouldn't get no time.
them-
Jay,
He didn't do much no way.
I feel sorry. I feel sorry for him. That
What
Jay
he
about to
crying
talk.
for?
Mr. Crowder about to talk
man.
himself out the league.
What he
I feel
say?
sorry for him.
Plus he came in late.
I don't know what
He was
his
hurt all
role was.
season.
He said, "I don't know what my role is on this
Here's
Bucks
his
team."
role. You don't produce, you don't play.
Ooh,
The coach benched him, rightfully so.
Because
If
he
you're
wasn't
not
doing
producing,
that's probably true. That's
He wasn't
probably true.
doing nothing.
But I want to before we jump into the Bucks because they dropped the ball. They got beat by a playing team. First time a playing team
Playoff
has beat. You ain't lying. First time a playoff team has won a series has happened with Milwaukee with Miami Milwaukee.
embarrassing, man.
But this is y'all, man.
But Rob is right though. He was right with the Kings.
Oh, I'm sorry. Malik Monk. Oh,
Oh, Malik
Them
clowning.
cats,
L.A.
both of them cats, Malik and
Who is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know who that was. What's the name?
Malik
But
and Fox.
But hold on.
Them Kings been serious, man.
But this is the deal. We'll go. You want to iterate? You want to reiterate?
real
more?
quick,
Yeah.
Malik Monk.
Go ahead.
Malik
Yeah.
Monk and Fox have been a terror out there.
They have.
And that's
We can't keep up with
they've
them
been a
dudes.
terror.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
that's a fucking
surprising.
shame. That makes no sense. Keep going.
Which is surprising because Golden State is known for team defense out there.
Yeah.
They collapse on the ball. They cover the shooters very well. There's gaps in the system that's been exploited out there. And those Kings are relentless. They do not stop.
don't
They
stop.
keep
They get-
running and running and running. And they forcing the pace over there.
Even if we make a bucket, we turn it around like, damn, the ball already back.
Yeah.
Man.
Where they at?
In an
Yeah.
instant. It's
In an
impressive.
instant.
Yes.
They don't stop.
Yes.
Because they don't get a lot of press.
They do not get a lot of press.
They don't get no press.
And I love
Sacramento.
Fox fan since Kentucky when
Yep.
he worked ball
Yeah.
in the tournament, he is a monster.
Talking about
Yep.
Malik.
Oh.
Yeah. Malik been cold.
And I also love the fact that
Faker should have kept him.
I also love the
kept him.
they should have.
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
Faker
well,
should've kept
but we can get that in a second. But the Fakers doing okay.
They,
Fakers doing okay.
We'll get-
they
we'll
gonna
get
mess
to
around
that.
and may come out the West.
We'll-
If somebody get hurt. Somebody get hurt.
please. Where's it? Here we go.
And I'm not a Laker fan, man.
They're
so-
not coming out the West. This is my look. I want to say this about this. This is my thing with the Dubs. This is my thing with y'all. Y'all are the champs now. And I think I said this to you when we was on the text thread between me, you, and Coach Hill. Shout out to Coach Hill. We miss you.
Coach.
Can't
Get
wait
it
till you
together,
come
bro.
back, bro.
Can't wait to get back.
For
Miss you,
real.
man.
Miss you, bro, and can't wait till you get back. Now, I think I said this to y'all there. Y'all have young killers. But what is the
Killers?
problem? You do.
Are they killers? Though?
Yeah, Andrew Wiggins. Okay, you have young guns. You have good young guns that literally just won y'all a chip. What is the problem with implementing the new guys with the older guys? What is that? That is your problem.
Ego.
That's our problem.
Is it
That's
ego?
our question.
I don't know if
think
it's ego. I don't know what it is.
It's coaching, if you ask me.
It might be Kerr, but here's the thing, and it don't have to do with the punch because yes, that punch really fucked y'all up this season. It really did,
Especially on the road.
It broke up. Yes, it broke up trust that y'all already had built up. It broke all that up, but it was happening before that. You know what I'm saying? Before that, you noticed how. Why is Kuminga not doing it? Why do we have to get rid of Wiseman? Y'all just got rid of Wiseman, y'all number one pick. Kuminga's not giving it to us. Wiggs is in and out. You know what I'm saying? Poole is sketchy at best.
We got Draymond.
But he's old.
he's
I'm
old,
talking about
yeah.
just the young dudes. You know what I'm saying? Dre hella old. Dre is mad old.
The
And it's just
young killers.
speaking of Draymond, right? Last night, what was this on? This was
He talked too much, man.
but he does. Boogie Cousins, when Boogie Cousins was with the Warriors, he threw a comedy. He threw like a comedy event, and Mike Epps hosted it, and they did it in San Fran or Oakland. No, they did it in Oakland. This is before they left. They left Oakland, and all the
that was
Warriors,
a few years ago.
This was a while ago. This was like 2019. It said 2020, but it had to be before the
Okay, it's
pandemic because
probably
nobody had
2019.
masks on.
Yeah, it's probably
so the
2019,
credit said 2020, and the way
Because that's when they got the new stadium, the new
Before
facilities. It was
they
2019.
moved. This is before they moved into it because Boogie was on the team back then. He went on the team when y'all moved to the new one. And the way Mike Epps was clowning Draymond and just saying, "Well, Draymond, he just get out there and just do any old thing." And they tell him on the they tell him on the bench, sick him, and he get out there. The way Mike described, dude, it was perfect. And Dre couldn't do nothing but laugh because it's 100% true. He just gets out there and just is an antagonist and does all this crazy shit. Sometimes it leads to wins, sometimes it don't. Last game it did not. Game before that, he was the one scoring for y'all. My man dropped 28 points. Who knew that Drake could still have 28 points in game 5?
Right.
But
21.
I just don't. It was 21.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought.
But that's still
You
more,
sure?
Yes.
I thought it was over.
It was
Okay,
more than
but
what he's used to.
it's way more.
He's
I
a
just
single-digit cat.
to me, what baffles me about the Warriors and why I picked the Kings to beat y'all before is that y'all young people are not connected in that, not even close to the same level as y'all old dudes. I don't know what it is.
It's definitely coaching because we won games 3 and 4 at home. Guess how many minutes Moody played? He played 15 minutes.
Okay.
Guess how many minutes? Who's the other guy that comes off? He had the case, but it got canceled. Remember the lady, the chick from the school had said he raped her.
Why you gotta bring that up? Dang, you sound like.
No, but it didn't fall through.
But
I forgot his
you
name.
ain't talking about
Anyway,
Wiggs.
No.
No.
It's another cat.
It's your team. You should know this. It's your roster.
That cat's name.
He trying to think. Wait, is he a big?
He's a 4. Sometimes he comes off the bench. He's a 4. He's
All
like
right.
22 years old.
Okay.
My point is, we have 4 20, 23 and younger cats that played.
Yeah.
While we was home.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a problem when we beat the Kings.
Yeah. Yeah.
They also played minutes when we was in San Francisco and we won Game 5.
Okay, but how you trying to put
Game
this on?
6.
Okay.
Guess how many minutes they played?
How many?
Probably 10 altogether.
Oh, so he
He didn't play him.
didn't play him.
He went with his starters and he said, "Hey, I figured that these veterans they'll close the game out."
Yeah.
And mind you, my boy, he had 30 plus, but nobody else really showed up in that game.
Wow. So that's why.
It's coaching, man.
So you blame it on Steve?
It's got to be Kerr. It's definitely Kerr.
Who wins Game 7?
Oh, Kings easily. I got Kings.
So
Not
the
easy.
I got
only,
Kings.
the
Not
only
easy.
If I
way
could have made it to the casino.
the only way Golden State's gonna win, they gonna need 30 plus from Steph.
Oh yeah.
They gonna need at least 28 from Clay.
Oh yeah.
They gonna
25
need,
or more.
They gonna need 20 from Poole. They gonna need Draymond to be at a triple double.
Yes.
Kind of era.
Yes. Yep.
That's how they defeat them.
Preach,
Team
Rob.
defense
And that's a
claps on
close
the arch,
game.
which is going to be tough
Yep.
because Sacramento is going to be run and gun all night.
man.
And they haven't even gotten a great game from Sabonis. He's been kind of mediocre.
Man,
so
you
if,
nailing
if
it.
he starts playing well tonight,
Then it's a wrap.
oh, man, could be trouble over there, man.
He is so
It's a
right
wrap.
because Sabonis with that I don't know who gave him that black eye, but ain't no telling going in that cup.
Sure, was Draymond.
Was it probably was, but we ain't just gonna we ain't just go because look,
It was Wiggins. It was Wiggins.
I want to
It was on a rebound, so he didn't try to do it.
to finish my point. Sabonis needs to have a big game. He has not had one yet. My other thing though to ask y'all and you didn't mention it. You just said it right now with the Sabonis and Draymond thing in Game 1. Do you think he should have been suspended? Do you think Dre should have been suspended, Rob?
Yes.
You think so?
I think based on past
Past
history,
experience.
That's what
all
Joe
the
Dumars.
antics,
Yeah.
Not to mention, the man knocked Poole out at the beginning of the year.
That ain't got nothing to do with. Come on, man. That ain't got nothing to do with
It
this.
folds into his antics, though.
That's
He's right.
just another mark on his record.
Yeah, but still,
He has an ugly, tainted past out here with
That-
some
all that
illegal
happened.
kicks.
that shouldn't even have got out.
It shouldn't have.
That
but
shouldn't
it-
even got
the
out. Who
NBA
leaked that
it does,
footage?
though.
The NBA said the reason we suspended Draymond Green because of his past record.
Yeah, that's what Joe Dumars
So
said.
when that happened,
Yeah.
I said,
Past
well,
record.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
okay.
So anybody else stump somebody, they probably won't get.
But also, too,
Christian Laettner, they're not going to get.
Oh, Christian! Oh God, I hate
You're not
that.
going to get. You remember that stump, Christian Laettner? He
Yeah,
stumped
I remember
that
that.
dude?
But he didn't get. Guess what? He didn't get kicked out of no game. He didn't get suspended for the next game. I don't even think he got kicked out of the game when he stepped on dude. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
you know, the 90s was a little different.
It was way different. But do you think he should have got kicked out?
I think he should have got kicked out.
Wow, you a Warriors
and
fan.
I'm a Stephanato.
Okay.
Let's get it right.
Yeah,
because wherever Steph go, if you go to Boston, if you go to the Lakers.
You don't think she got kicked out? Oh.
Huh?
You don't think she
I don't. Okay.
He launched off the cat. Come on now.
First off.
Press conference
Stop this Stephanato, this Steph bullshit. Because number one, you know he ain't leaving Golden State. He gonna be
he said he did want to. He want to retire in Charlotte, where he grew up.
He didn't say he want to retire in Charlotte. He said he wanted to play for Charlotte. I ain't never heard him say he want to retire in Charlotte.
Correction. He did say. That's where his dad played.
That's where Dale played. Yeah. That's where Dale Curry played.
So that's where he grew up.
So he wanted to
play with Charlotte.
He want to play down there. So
where do you see that happening though? It's definitely during the end of his career.
Anyway, nobody gives a shit right now.
Over.
But to me, I don't think Draymond.
We don't give a shit. Come on,
I
third best player
because it's not. That's first off, that's not relevant right now. We're talking about the playoffs. Second, right? You trying to throw shit off. You love throwing shit off course. You and Coach. That's another reason I'm glad Coach ain't here. Because oh my God, Rob, these motherfuckers will start talking about. Hey, you remember back in 1986 when they had that one dude at Cardinal at Solar Day and who could do? Coach know that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Coach would say that. I keep it strictly NBA.
But this is what I'm saying though. What is it? I don't think he should have been. If you're going to kick him out that game, kick him out that game. I don't think he should have been suspended for the next one because that really gave Sacramento an advantage. But also too, nobody's really talking about this. Sabonis was grabbing his foot. He was keeping. That's why he almost had to launch off a dude so he can free himself. You know what I'm saying? So yes, look at it. That's literally how it happened. But. I got Sacramento. I'm happy. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Y'all dynasty is over. Boom. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Sacramento beating y'all.
But since I missed the whole year, I do want to say, and you remember this.
Okay.
Who did I call going to win the championship in 2022?
How the fuck you ain't been here? I don't know.
I missed the year, but I want to put it on wax that I said it. Who? The Warriors was going to win the championship, and Steph was going to get his finally MVP.
You get no props for that. Because you can just make up some shit right now in your mind and don't nobody remember.
Be honest.
When you ain't been here, you have not been here to say it. Maybe in the text.
Me and you.
Anyway, all right, we'll jump into the next series because we ain't got all day. Damn, it's already 2:23. Next series, Fakers Memphis. I mean, it went. I don't know about y'all. I have Fakers winning this, unfortunately. I don't like them, but the Grizzlies, right?
I don't like them.
I don't. Vancouver, I never have. I'm sorry. I liked them when I was little. When it was the '80s. When it was the '80s. When it was Showtime Lakers. That's when they was Lakers. Everything past 1989, they Fakers. Anyway, what is it?
You can't talk about the greatest like that. Come on, man.
Anyway, what is it? The Vancouver / Memphis Grizzlies are unprepared, unprofessional, and what was the other
it
was another unprofessional, unprepared.
I say they was hurt, man.
No, it ain't hurt. It ain't hurt. Well, missing 3 starters, including Steven Adams, that's true. But when you're unprepared, unprofessional, and just immature, when you're just clearly immature, no structure at all, and you have a coach
and no leadership over there,
bro. I don't know how many times I say this shit on NBA radio. I say this shit on my show. I say this shit on any fucking platform I get. Right? If you don't hire a black coach in Memphis, Tennessee, y'all are stupid as hell. Taylor Jenkins cannot get it done. I'm sorry. This isn't racist. This isn't anything that's not the truth. How do you expect some 40-year-old white man to relate to young brothers straight out of high school and college? How do you expect that? And when your coaching prowess is not that good, because you can go into a halftime and you're down by 10 or 12 points, and Malika Andrews or my favorite Lisa Salters or my other favorite Stephanie Reddy. I love Lisa Salters. Lisa Salters bad. Bruh. Love Lisa Salters and Stephanie Reddy. If they ask you, so Mr. They bad, Mr. Jake, so Taylor, Coach Jenkins, what are you going to do in the halftime? Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and we're going to make some adjustments. Guess what adjustment they make? Just go to the cup more, just run to the cup more. That's all the fuck they do. It's just, it's pathetic. I'm sick of it. The Grizzlies really need to get it together. I heard on NBA radio yesterday, Gerald Brown said a quote that Ja says that he needs to look at himself and how he can be better and kind of maintain himself better off the court throughout the year because that had an effect on his team, which it did. You know what I'm saying?
To be accountable too.
Exactly, and that gives me hope that he got some type that he ain't gonna be the idiot that he's been. But what are y'all thoughts on Fakers Grizz?
Well, I would say, man, of course they're undisciplined, and you're going to get that with young guys. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to put it all on the coach. When you don't have a leader, mm-hmm. especially who you expect to be the leader, mm-hmm. goes through what he went through. I mean, he was suspended. What? How was it? 7 games? 8 games?
More like I remember like 8 or 9. Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, he was suspended by about 2 weeks. Yeah,
it's similar to and I hate to bring this up, but Scott Adams, he built 30 years the Dilbert comic, and he lost all of that in just 20 minutes. His video. You know what Scott Adams is, don't you?
No.
Did you hear about that?
I barely know Dilbert the comic. I ain't read that comic in years.
But anyway, he was in 400 publications worldwide, made his little racist rant, and dropped all the newspapers dropped him worldwide.
Oh, I see what you're doing. It's
so
not the same thing, but yeah, you make a correlation.
It's similar. If you make he destroyed what they had going.
He didn't blow up his career.
He didn't blow up his career, but he blew up the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Because remember, they went on that losing streak, man. They lost like 7 of those games that he was gone.
They still finished number 2 or 3 in the league?
They was already number 2 anyway. They
were number 3 in the league.
No, they were number 2.
They were number 2 in the West. They had been number 2
so Sacramento,
right Denver for a long time.
Okay.
And they were up like 10 games on Sacramento.
But that really didn't kill them too much because they only fell one seed.
They didn't fall at all. They stayed 2. They were 2 when he went in. They stayed 2.
That even strengthens my point.
But the fact that it doesn't strengthen it is the fact that they went from like 53 wins and they finished with 55.
Okay.
They went like 2-15 when that happened. That is bad.
I get what you're saying, and
that's a collapse.
You're saying the same thing that I just said. That what he's holding himself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because what he did in that, getting to it, it was like a myriad of different things all at once off the court.
You were saying the coach too. I'm just saying it's not the coach. I'm saying
the coach too, but it's mostly them.
With that incident though, that just collapsed the whole team. That brought everything down. You got to think them young guys. They can. And then the old boy tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
In the second quarter.
Yeah.
One of the I forgot the name.
Was it fudge? I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was a pivotal part of their. He's like their 6th man coming.
Yeah, he's one of the defensive guys.
He's getting like 10 boards.
Yeah,
4 blocks.
I mean, I get what I get what you're saying, but it's
so
just
there are a lot of things that affected.
And again,
falling down.
I'm blaming Taylor Jenkins as a whole because my man cannot coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm blaming the team. I'm blaming Ja for Ja's actions. You know what I'm saying? And did what he did off the court, did that have a nefarious reaction to the team? Yes, it did. It made the team worse.
I felt that too.
But
nefarious.
They just thank you. But I hope you like that. But it's just they're not professional. They're not prepared. They're immature. Like Mr. Rob, what are your thoughts?
Well, a couple years ago, they pushed Golden State, right? And
last year.
Mm-hmm. And then this year, I thought Ja father became like a vocal distraction out there.
Pretty much a little bit.
With the team.
A little bit,
and the nonsense of it. And I think those players kind of reacted behind his reaction. Oh, my father, this and this and that. So now we got too much back and forth between a team that hasn't won or proven anything.
So you thinking his dad?
No. I'm saying the energy that he put out there. He put some bad karma out there, not only for Ja, for the other players too.
Right.
Now y'all following his dad. Now y'all going back and forth with the players and the fans and the stand. This nonsense on a team that's immature. Now, Steven Adams had a conversation with them about going to the nightclubs and partying, about being more disciplined and structured. They kind of blew it off. I like Memphis. I think they got some good young pieces. I like Ja. The other night when LA was beating them, and he came back, hit like 20 in the fourth quarter. I ain't seen him shoot the 3 ball that well ever.
Because
with
he can't.
A bad hand.
He don't have
knocking him down.
He don't have a jumper.
He's scoring.
They need leadership. They need structure. They need discipline. You're right. They might need a new coach, but those players individually have to look inside and see what they're trying to build over there. Y'all trying to build a championship team, or we playing for highlights, or we playing for dunks.
Right.
Too
what
much
are we here for?
Celebrating on a team that haven't won anything,
right.
man.
What are we
Get back
here for?
on defense, man.
Right.
I thought they were going to beat LA.
Right.
In theory, I thought they were more athletic. They're going to run the ball. I was very disappointed in their effort.
I feel you.
Very disappointed. I expected more from them. I really did, man.
I'm right there with you. I didn't think that they would win. I just knew that the Fakers, for somebody who hasn't been in the playoffs.
Stop calling them that. That's
what they are, bro. That's what I call them. Don't act like you just met me. This ain't nothing new. For someone who has been in I think since the bubble, the following year they made it to the playoffs. They got knocked out in round 1. Since then, they haven't even been in the playoffs. So I knew a team like that's that hungry, especially with a LeBron James who just took over the all-time scoring record. He did not want to be the only thing he did this year. He wants something else to go with that. Yeah. He's not going to get a chip, which he's ultimately going for,
man.
which is okay because he's supposed to go for that. Nobody cares about the Rams. Sterling on here talking about I'm on face, bitch. Sterling talking about the Rams. Sterling from
he talking about the drafts.
No, Sterling talking about the Rams. He's talking about my guy. What up, bro?
The Rams?
Yeah, he talking about he love the Lambs. That's his team. But anyway,
hey, cut it out. Come on, Slick.
That's Slick. That's how Slick do. But I just don't. I just didn't see. Wait, when the last time the C's won the finals?
I knew he was gonna say that.
Oh, look at this dude! Hey, Slick, this for you. And guess what? 2023 this year. What? I'm showing the future. But it's just again, I knew they was gonna beat them. Grizz just aren't ready. And I didn't think it would take 7 games, but they just aren't ready. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully in a few years they'll be good. I think they need a new coach, but I think also too what you said and what Steven Adams said, they need to look within themselves.
He hit the nail on the hammer. The hammer with the nail.
Take your time. Take your time. Yeah. Well said. Well said, motherfucker. Well said. Good
Here's that
God.
for you. Here's that for you.
That was horrible as shit. What the fuck? But all I'm saying is,
y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Not at all. But all I'm saying is that I tell you one thing, Dylan Brooks needs to stop being a fucking bully / bad guy from the future. You look like a douchebag and you act like one. And guess what? You're not that good. You're not that good, Dylan Brooks.
So then we're not going to show up to the press conference?
Oh, my God.
Y'all don't want to talk? After the loss, nobody talked?
Dude, that's a bitch move.
Come on,
that's a bitch
move. Definitely.
Y'all missed one too, so y'all just going to walk away.
Yeah, that's a bitch move.
Don't pout.
That's a bitch move.
Don't pout.
Come back and play harder,
Shake
man.
hands, come back and play harder.
Right.
Rob, he's on the Grizzlies.
Come back and play harder, man.
I was expecting more for them too.
Yeah,
I'll be honest,
always.
I was not expecting a 6-game collapse.
Some good posters, right? They'll dunk on you.
Right. They will.
I mean, but
that's about it.
Well, Ja the only one that had to do it.
Another thing, too, with Ja, I want to get off this Grizzly thing because we got a bunch more series to talk about. Not a lot of time to do it. 6 minutes, 6:14. I'm sorry, 6:08 left in game, because, what was it, game 6. The one that was, I'm sorry. Was it game? No, game 5.
For game 5, the one they won.
Because
right?
game 7 was in.
They only won in 6.
They won in 6.
Yeah.
So this was in game 6 was in Memphis.
No, game 6 was in L.A.
Game 6 was in L.A. Yeah, because game 7 would have been in Memphis.
Right.
So this was game 5.
That's when they won.
No, I'm sorry. This was game 6. This was game 6.
So this is the one they just closed.
That was over
on Friday.
Well, what was the one? Okay, it must have been game 5. All I know it was in Los Angeles, and it was they closed out in game 6, right?
Yeah.
So in game 5.
That's the one in Memphis, right?
Okay, it must have been game 4 in L.A. 6 minutes and 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bron is seeing Ja going full speed. He stands right there to take the charge. Ja always does this.
Yeah,
just throws himself like looking weird, like you're trying to feel up on dudes the way you do it too. It just looks funny and weird and sus. He throws himself on Bron, trying to make the play, and Bron takes the contact. My man, when he makes when his body hits Bron's, his feet are up here and his head is down here. If his
head didn't hit Bron,
his body landed on Bron's head. If Bron's head did not brace his fall,
we got a concussion.
Bruh,
we got real problems.
Are you like what the fuck are you doing, my dude?
The same. That's how he hurt his hand.
Like
Anthony Davis.
He always does too much. Like, so that shit to me is getting stupid and it's silly. Stop doing it, Ja. Like, just stop doing it. I don't know why.
But he played for the highlights. You know what? And a lot of people that I talk to, like I said, Rodney Michael music. I do a lot of music with people that aren't as affiliated as we are with NBA. Mm-hmm. Those who just want to watch it because they see something that they like. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the chicks that come into the studios that I work with, Ja Morant. Oh, I love Ja Morant.
Yeah, all that dumbass hair.
He can dunk.
That's it.
He can dunk. He can jump high.
Reckless. It don't last long.
That don't last long.
It don't.
That's like 2 years.
It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable.
Definitely not sustainable.
I mean, if you don't believe me, ask Russell Westbrook. He don't do all that no more. He do it a little bit, but all right.
Zion.
You can go to the previous greatest.
All right.
Jordan stopped dunking after what, 95?
No. Please.
That fadeaway became lethal.
Goat, true, but Goat still dunk. Goat was dunking in Wizards. I seen him dunking in Wizards jersey. Stop it.
Not like Ja though. He was dunking. I got a fast break.
Nobody's dumping like Ja, but yeah, he still dunked.
I don't need to dunk on nobody anymore.
I try to do a transition. You just blew past it like usual. What is it?
I'm making it hard for you, bro.
Phoenix, yeah, because you don't know how this shit go. It's you are rusty as fuck. Clips, Phoenix. I had Clips. I'm not gonna lie. I had Clips going to the Western Conference Finals.
A healthy Clips.
Yes, and that is the problem. That is the problem.
It's been 4 years.
It's just look, man.
I'm still looking for that commercial. With
I know.
6'4" with the crown and the.
No.
Look. To me, I'm just trade. To me, I'm trade PG. I'm a trade PG because PG gives me nothing. And when PG is even out there, he still looks like nothing.
And that's what I was going to ask you.
You know who looks dope, though, when they're out there? Kawhi motherfucking Leonard. Like, that dude looks like 90s GOAT when he's out there.
That's what I was just about to ask you. Should he retire?
Okay, I'm not going to. I'm not.
Because that's why the Clips didn't win.
One thing, because he wasn't out there. But one thing I'm never going to do. I'm glad you like my polo. I wish I had my high off the glass shirt. I couldn't because I had no time to put it on.
You talking about me swinging off the pads?
I'm talking about Slick being a jerk off right now. Forget you, Slick. Lambs ain't shit. But anyway, I don't want to look at Cowboy. He said he don't want to look at shoes.
I ain't got no Cowboy stuff on. Tell it.
But anyway, we getting off subject. What's the shit?
Wait the next week.
Phoenix.
I'm wearing all Cowboy gear.
Yeah,
and you
real.
better call in, Slick.
Phoenix and the Clips.
He'll probably jump in. Phoenix and Clips. Is just
you was about to talk.
I would never say, because you just asked me, should he retire? I would never tell no professional athlete when to retire, because I hate Brent Favre now. But the one thing I didn't like is every year, like towards like past that championship in '96. Almost every year, you gonna retire? You gonna retire?
But football is a little different though.
But they haunted this dude with it every offseason. Like, leave him the fuck alone. Now he's a piece of shit, and I don't give a fuck what he does. He owes the state of Mississippi $6 million.
Yeah, I thought it was more than that.
No, it's $6 million.
Okay,
it was $5 and another $1 million. But I'm not gonna tell somebody when they retire that's them, that's their career, that's their body. I just pray that this dude is healthy. I think Stephen A is a coon and a piece of shit because of what he said about dude. I'm using that as a clip, by the way. That was fucked up. That you would speak your mouth to say some shit like he is the worst superstar ever because my man is hurt. I've had 2 meniscus tears. Okay, one was from hooping, but the other one was from the job, and I think the other one was from the job too. But the first one happened when I was on the court, and I'll be goddamn if you're gonna sit here and say Kawhi is a fucked up superstar because he hurt himself. It's not his fault his body betrayed him.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Kobe had to go to goddamn, rest in peace. Kobe went to fucking Germany to get some illegal fucking surgery done just so he could play on 2 more years on some bad knees. Some that wasn't even allowed in the United States of America. So I'm not gonna sit here and talk because that ain't fair for him, and I think Stephen A is a piece of shit for that because he is. Mr. Robert, why don't you go first? He's a coon.
Oh, I'm gonna make it real quick.
All right, go ahead, cool glasses.
A healthy Clippers. A healthy Clippers.
Should I go get my shades, man?
A healthy Clippers.
We ain't got 20 more. We got 21 more minutes.
Bust Phoenix up. I really do. A healthy Clippers, but they haven't been healthy. It's been 4 years now. Regardless to how we fit these pieces into a box, it ain't worked in 4 years.
Been 4 years. Wow.
Paul George making what, $40 million? Him and Kawhi got basically the same contract, and you paid them that money to do what?
Yeah.
Right? And we ain't talking load management. We talk load management, then injuries, then a team that can't win. Now, I like Russell. Russell played decent, but the last game, he was like 3 for 18. So the last game, right, they had a chance. They were down 2. Russell came with the left-hand layup. He missed it. Came back down. They were down 4 with a 3-pointer. Missed it. And they was like, Russell played great. I'm like, you went 3 for 18. Like, you had to pump your brakes on that. Like, slow down. Like, what are we talking about here?
The reason why they said he played great, though, because, number one, he's the only offensive threat they had, him and Norman Powell.
Norman Powell played amazing.
You know what I'm saying? And also, too, he's the only catalyst they have to push the pace and to push the game. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why they said that. And he played 1,000 times better with the Clips than he did with the Fakers.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. 100%. Why was he better in the Clips? Was it the coach?
You know that. Answer your own question. You know basketball. Ask your own goddamn question. You know that shit.
But follow up with both of you all said, and I agree. Because I thought the Clips were going to win until they came out and said Game 2, Kawhi is not available. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we saw the effect that he had on the court, just one player.
No, it was game.
It was game one that he won.
Game one he played.
Yeah.
Game two he played, but he came out.
He came out hurt.
Yeah, he came out hurt. And then game three,
it's
just
done for the season.
it's just so
it's frustrating.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
And
it's so
it's
sad.
like they have this apex that is put before them, but they can never get there because a wheel or something keeps falling off the train going up the mountain.
So do they run that back? Say we got one more year.
I'm running it back without PG. If I'm Lawrence,
they can't get rid of. What are they gonna do it? Where are you gonna go?
Somebody will give you value or give you something for him. Now it may not match value, but it'll be the same thing. Lawrence Frank needs to get off his high horse. Now one thing Lawrence Frank said that was telling was we need to take the regular season more seriously. You haven't been, because that's your fault. He literally said that. Like Lawrence, guess what? First off, Lawrence, why are you still eating off the goddamn 01 Nets going to the finals? He's still eating off that. I don't get why Lawrence Frank do look like a fucking toddler with a big ass head. Why is he still get good job after good job in the NBA? I mean, I don't get it.
Do I need to answer? You want me to answer that?
Right, WP, WP like a bug.
Do I need to answer that?
Shit, that's probably so. But it's just like I don't know why y'all haven't been taking the regular season serious, but I suggest you start. But I also see too that load management is a thing. And damn it, somebody needs to hold nobody holds San Antonio accountable for how they for real kind of fucked my man's career up. He left them for a reason. He stopped trusting their medical staff. Another thing San Antonio did that nobody ever talks about, when they won their last championship in 2014 against Miami. When they did and this was a big deal for me back in the 90s because...
Was that a sweep or was that 4-1?
I think it was 4-1.
I think it was 4-1. Yeah, it was
4-1.
No, I think it was a sweep. They swept that ass. Yeah, they swept. They were on a mission. Because remember, they blew it the year before that. And Miami got their first little funky championship that they barely won off your boy hitting that shot.
Yeah.
Because Pop took TD out the game. Right. But anyway, if you look at that championship video they did that year, and I don't even know if they still do these, but these were a big deal for me back in the day, and it was always a championship team has a video when they talk about their season.
Right.
Guess who was on the video and being interviewed right there? Pop, TD, Tony, and Ginobili. Guess who wasn't there? The Finals MVP. What the fuck? And the next thing you know, the next season they come back, he goes for a jumper. He lands against your Warriors. He lands on Zaza because Zaza's dirty, and he tears his ankle up.
That was the season after that.
I think it was the following. It might have been the season after that. It probably wasn't the same season. But it was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, it's 2 seasons later because we had KD.
I don't think it was. No, y'all didn't have KD that year.
Yes, we did. We had KD.
Y'all had KD that year. I think you probably didn't. He was gonna shut KD ass down. Anyway,
he was doing it that game. He was doing it that game.
He was.
I was worried that game. We was down 20.
Preach.
I remember.
So it's just like it was just San Antonio take some responsibility for y'all throwing this dude career in the ground and why he left so damn fast. There's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying?
But then you got to think.
So come on now.
He left there. He won a championship at Toronto.
Yeah, that's why he's solidified to me. That's why I'm so pissed at Stephen A. How could you say some shit like that when my man was a Finals MVP in San Antonio, a Finals MVP in Toronto, and got 2 chips with 2 different teams?
2 different teams. Come on, man.
What else we need?
And for him to even put those together, the worst MVP. What do you say? The worst
I don't care.
Superstar.
Yeah, just
how do you put those together?
Yeah, just douchebag.
The worst superstar.
Yeah, that don't even make any sense.
That makes no sense. How can you be a superstar and be worse?
It's a conundrum wrapped up in an enigma. It's fucking dumb. So so that's that.
You're the worst superstar.
You're
the worst person to save the world.
You know what I'm saying? What is that? Right. At least you saved it.
I'm like,
at least you saved it.
Makes no sense.
All right, so we're gonna jump. Let's jump right into it. Go right to Phoenix, Denver. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. And I didn't believe in this Denver team. I'm not going to lie. I don't like the Joker. I don't think the Joker's that good. But
he's good.
But he's good. He is good. Here's the thing, though. I don't like his game like that. I don't respect his game, and neither do the players, because obviously the dude was damn near picked last in the All-Star game drafting. And he had to run up to Bron on stage and beg him, please don't pick me last. Please pick lower. Pick me now and leave marketing. Please. Thank you. He could barely, with his barely speaking English ass. But
please be later.
For real. But to me, though, I don't really believe in this Denver team because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since the bubble. But a healthy Denver team, and more importantly, fucking Murray. If you get Bubble Murray,
It's gonna be a problem.
They done. If fuck a problem, it's done. Phoenix is wraps. Like what? Rob, what's your thoughts? It's wraps.
Phoenix, they deleted the bench. So you asking KD and Booker, Chris Paul, and Aiden to play 40 minutes a night in theory.
How?
37,
With no bench.
How?
32.
Denver
32.
has every box checked. They got a bench. I'm gonna tell you who's the key over there. Aaron Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Gordon. Did you see him last night?
I disagree, but go ahead. Tell me why.
Last night he had 23. Here's the difference because the Joker gonna get his triple-double or be close to it. Jamal is looking better than ever. He's looking better than ever.
He looking like
those
Bubble.
Role players, Craig and those guys will get theirs. I think he's the key for his defense on Kevin Durant and the offense he can generate. Because when he scores, that team moves at a very efficient pace. They just do. He's going to be the unsung hero there. I think Jamal's going to carry him, but I think Gordon on Durant and on Booker, that defense going to make a lot of difference. And I think they're going to bust him up. I think it's going to be a 5-1. I'm sorry, 4 games to 1.
I think I don't know about. Well, can Gordon guard Book though? Can he guard Book?
He don't need a guard book.
Well, he just said.
I think he can
No,
guard
he said
Booker.
KD. He said KD.
He said KD.
They
and
do a lot of
Book.
pick and roll. They
Yeah.
do a lot of pick and rolls over there. Kevin Durant always has a smaller.
Always
defender on him.
picking and rolling. They
Always
pick and roll you to
has
death.
a smaller defender on him. Now,
Yes.
he get a lot of credit for shooting over smaller guys.
Right.
That's why you need a guy that's long,
Right.
like your man
Yes.
Tatum last year.
I just was thinking it.
Because
I sure was thinking it.
That
I was
length
waiting for you to
made-
say it, but
that length made all the difference.
All
in that
the
series,
difference.
right? Kevin Durant
All
couldn't
the
get that shot off.
couldn't
easy.
get
Them
shit
shots
off.
didn't fall as
He
easy
couldn't get
with
shit
a
off.
6'2" defender on him.
yes,
It's a
yes.
different setup over
It
there.
is. It's way different. You're right. Good call. Where you at with it, Rob?
And I agree with that. I think Denver, I'm gonna go one step further, man. I see them. They won 4-1 against Minnesota because of some bad refereeing calls. It should have been a sweep.
Oh, okay. Oh, that gentleman sweep.
Yeah, should have been a
Right
sweep.
Right on.
And they're gonna sweep the Phoenix Suns, man.
You
I
think?
don't see Phoenix.
Wow, he's calling it early.
I don't see,
Damn.
man, because when Joker gets the ball down low, he has who's the tall 3-pointer?
Michael Porter.
They got Michael Porter on this side. You got Murray over this side. You got Craig over here that can shoot.
Caldwell Pope over there.
You got
He's
Caldwell
knocking
Pope
down.
who can come off the bench. Torrey Craig.
Torrey Craig's with Phoenix. He's with Phoenix, bro.
Oh, he's with Phoenix. I'm sorry. he was with
Classic
Denver.
Rob.
He was with
Milwaukee.
he was with Denver. He was with Denver. He's not with Denver anymore. He was with Phoenix.
Oh, okay, because I just
He
remember
was
him
with
going from
Denver.
Milwaukee
I'm sorry.
to Milwaukee to Phoenix.
No,
Okay.
He's with Denver.
Yeah.
My fault. Half the glass listeners. I'm a little rusty.
No,
Like
you
said.
good. You good. Right.
But
we gonna get you back.
But then he's got Brown coming off the bench. He can shoot. He's got at least 5 cats that can
You
shoot.
see how cleanly he ripped KD like it wasn't shit last
I
night?
did.
He cleanly ripped that.
Man.
He dunked the possession before that. He dunked on some damn body in the paint. Then when KD was bringing it up, why is KD bringing the ball up? I don't understand
You
that.
know why Brown is like that? It's like, yeah, I remember what you did with me when I was in Brooklyn.
I remember all because
I
guess
remember all
what?
that.
I used to go practice against you, and I thought about
I
that.
know
Good
what
call,
you can
Rod.
do.
Great
Yeah.
call.
I know what
Because
you can do.
as easily as he ripped, dude, and went to the other side and yammed it,
He didn't play. It was like, I've been doing this.
bruh, he didn't break a sweat.
I've done
Like,
this. I
so
know
it
this.
was good, great call.
So I think they're going to sweep,
What up,
they gonna
Bricks?
sweep them, man.
Yeah, so I just, you know what? You may not be fucking wrong. I think
Because that game last night was easy.
true, but to me, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm taking my son to work last night and stuff. And
Shout out Jay, about to graduate. Yeah, nephew.
Yeah, buddy, graduate. We got seniors out this book. Shout out Jalen and Lil Mark. Shout them out. Yeah, shout the boys out. What is it? When I'm taking him to work, we talking about it, and him and I both. He tried to change it after the fact, talking about he had Denver. Nah, fool, you had Phoenix just like I did.
You know your old dude ain't gonna let you do that.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I looked at Phoenix as being less rust, because that was the whole thing to me. Who is going to be less rusty? Because when it comes off of something like this, when you got to sit and all this, that's why I see Boston is going to kick Philly's ass tomorrow night, because they are going to be for rusty. Philly has been sitting around
for a month, a week. I mean, it's like a month,
week and a half.
You ain't done
and
nothing.
that is like a month in the NBA. Yeah,
No.
so yeah,
Especially playoff
Embiid
basketball.
hurt?
yes,
And
and
he's
he's
not
not
playing.
playing.
Yeah.
And he's not playing. Bye, Philly. So anyway, it's just. I just thought Phoenix would. I thought Phoenix would be able to outrun them. I thought they would be less.
Outrun?
Yeah.
For 1 quarter?
Yeah, I thought they. I
whole game?
thought they could outrun them. I thought they would be less rusty. I just thought they had 3 major scorers. If they stay healthy, I thought they would be better. Because you know what? I've seen Phoenix do it. I've seen Phoenix go to the finals. I've seen Phoenix. Those players do very well. I haven't seen it with Denver. I haven't seen it, and I don't trust it. So, but now since I saw Game 1, all that shit's out the window, and it's throw that shit right out the window. It's
I feel you.
Yeah, I got Denver winning it. If they stay
5,
healthy,
6,
I see
7.
them winning it. I see them winning it in 5. I give Phoenix at least a game. And Phoenix could probably get 2, but I give them at least a game.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yep. We run out of time. I would love to say more on it.
Go ahead. We got a little bit of time. Say it real quick.
I'm telling you, man. The way that the Phoenix
want
look,
predictions now.
and the fact that KD is coming onto a new team beyond the halfway point of the season, I don't think the playoffs is still enough time for him to gel and know everybody.
Right.
So that's still going to be a problem with
Hell
him,
yeah.
especially in the close games.
Because they don't
Who's
know
gonna
each
get the
other
ball?
like that.
It's
Yes.
going to be KD or Booker.
Yep.
Or Chris Paul. Chris Paul going to be on the court. He's going to want to do that little one-step fade away.
Chris was hitting some shots last night, but it just wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough.
So I just don't see how they're going to overrun
They
them
don't
cats.
play a lot of defense over there already.
And they don't.
And then you got rid of your 2 best defenders over there.
Yes,
right?
you got rid of old boy
Cam.
What? Oh, you talking about Cam Johnson and
Not him.
Mikal Bridges?
Bridges. They got rid of, yes.
Oh,
He was the runner-up
that
for the
is
defensive
why.
player of the year.
That is why.
Hear what the coach said? Coach said was the first time he cried after the trade.
Bruh, can I tell you? No. It's even deeper than that, bruh. I'm listening to Eddie Johnson.
He cried?
No, it's deeper than that. I'm
that.
listening to Eddie Johnson on NBA radio because he does a show Monday through Friday and shit.
He's in Phoenix, right?
And he's the color analyst for Phoenix. So he's with that team 24/7 and used to play for them. He was in the hotel in the lobby when they had to let Cam and Mikal go. Yeah. He said everybody was crying. He said the whole fucking team. If that don't mess with you mentally, and then when you lose a close game and KD don't do what he's supposed to, you know what the first thing your mind gonna go to?
We shouldn't have left. We let them go.
So
that's the first thing I said.
That's that right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially after they was just in the
They
finals.
was just in the
2 years
finals
ago.
with them cats.
That was done.
Come
but
on now.
New ownership is trying to go all out. You know what I'm saying? So
if they don't,
I wish I had that sound.
if they don't win,
Thank you, Ron.
they don't
I
win,
wish I had it.
then what?
Good call. Great fucking sound. Great sound. All right, so next series. What's the next series in the West?
We ain't talk about Philly yet. The team.
Well,
that
we
you-
didn't
that
even get
you
to the
got
East
worry
Coast.
about.
Who's Fakers playing next round?
They playing.
Who y'all playing?
They playing us.
Who y'all playing?
Hopefully, Golden State.
They playing the winners.
Oh yeah, probably the Kings. Oh
Hopefully,
yeah,
yeah.
so you got to
So
play.
we
the
already
winner
talked
there.
about that.
Good, we ain't got to talk about it too much. All right, let's just jump to the East Coast. All right, mighty Boston Celtics. Yes. All
You
right,
don't
what
want to
is
save
it?
them for last?
No, I want to get it in.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I want to get it in right now because I want to
Okay.
make sure I got enough time to get it off because we got about 7 minutes. I'm gonna go a little oversaid because I started late. I appreciate you because you barely be here, so I'm gonna go over right on.
same old O.
Shout out to the Ghetto show coming up right after High Off the Glass. Make sure y'all tune in for that. But I had to say that. But what is
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Who, Rodney? I'll start with you first. Who do you have in Philly, Boston?
Come on now. I'm like my man Rob said. I'm a rep the Lou. Tatum is the best.
Oh, it's like
thing.
that because a second ago you just when I text, I could read the text that you sent me earlier this week talking about, oh, y'all might not even get past Atlanta. I'm not gonna get to the damn final. Didn't you say that? I could have swore because I could bring it up.
I'm an antagonist. You know that.
Yeah.
You
Horrible
know me since
antagonist.
2008. But speaking of that, Atlanta was not like they were. Of course, they were 41 and 41. Mm-hmm. But do you really consider them like an 8 seed team? They, you know, they was 7th or 8th.
Because
when they were just in the finals last year, y'all beat them. Y'all put them out.
No, we didn't put them out. That was the year before that. That wasn't last season. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals and they played Philly. Philly, what is it? I think who they knocked out. They knocked out the Knicks, and I think Philly knocked them out, if I'm not mistaken. But
I think it was Atlanta y'all beat.
Well, no, we didn't play Atlanta last year. Yeah, Atlanta wasn't that good last year. The thing with Atlanta,
you're right, it was Brooklyn.
Yeah,
but
the thing with Atlanta though, since you brought them up,
I got to give y'all just beat.
You got to give them props because Trae Young is a coach killer. I don't care if nobody. I don't know why no more people haven't said it. I mean,
a coach killer.
Yeah, the first guy. The first brother they had, Lloyd Pierce, got him out of there. Nate McMillan got him up out of there. Now you bring in, NBA Joker, Snyder, who looks like he's forever on cocaine.
He said the Joker,
aka the Joker. You know what I'm saying? That you bring him in. He comes in late February. He gets them to the playoffs, which I was shocked about. You know what I'm saying? So they were good enough to be in the damn playoffs. I was super shocked about that. So I give them props for that. But And they got a great young nucleus, man. You got that. You got OG from Toronto. You got John Collins, who's still good. You got Clint Capella, who's still one of the best centers in the league. I don't give a shit what nobody says. I would love to have him in Beantown. If I had him in fucking Chime Lord.
I like Johnson over him.
You got Hunter over there and Bogdan.
You know what I'm saying? Hunter, you got Bogey. Hunter good. And you said you like him over who? You like who over him?
No, I like Johnson. Who y'all got now? Robert.
Oh, Robert Williams.
Robert Williams. Yeah.
No, I'm saying if I had Rob Williams and him. Woo! Okay, yeah. Would nobody be able to stop that?
He rebounds.
He rebounds his ass off, and he can give you some double doubles like it ain't nothing. So to me, I go with. I really think that I give props to Atlanta for getting as far as they did. They had no business winning 2 games,
and I agree with that. That's what I was. You know
what I'm saying?
Antagonizing you for,
and especially
this is not that game in Boston.
I want to go to this. I think, and look, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say it. the Houston Rockets have got a really good coach. They got a really good new coach. I think if Ime is on our team, if Ime is still on our team, I don't think they win a game. I think we sweep them like we did Brooklyn last year. I really hope Joe can be poised enough and know enough to get us to the next level, because I think Stoudemire taking that job with was it Georgia Tech? Who did I think Stotty went to Georgia Tech. Damon Stoudemire took a head coaching job. He's no longer on our bench. And I think he is going to be the head coach of Georgia Tech, if I'm not mistaken. And it's either them or some team in the South, some school in the South. And I really wanted him to be the head coach first off. Coach Hill agree with me because he's an ex-NBA player. Ime was an ex-NBA player. Who can relate to NBA players? NBA freaking players. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted him to do that. I hope us losing him doesn't put a chink in our armor, but I don't know. What say y'all?
If it's a close series, you all need to watch out, because it's going to come down to coaching. And Doc Rivers is definitely a better coach.
I don't know,
but it shouldn't be a close. It shouldn't be a close series.
Nobody likes Doc Rivers anymore, bro. Nobody. I'm talking about fan bases, teams.
I'm not talking about, you don't have to like him. No one liked Jordan, but he was a great player.
People love Goat. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about when he played. They didn't like him. He was they were scared of him, and they did what he wanted them to do because they were scared. No one fears.
Oh, you mean his teammates? I'm talking about fans. I'm talking about fans and teams. Well. I don't know. It'll be hard for Doc to get a job if he gets fired from Philly this offseason after they lose.
Oh yeah. No, it won't.
I promise you.
Somebody gonna pick him up just like that. He's got a championship.
I think he'll be waiting.
He would not be. Well, he won't get fired for one thing, because Philly is in the semifinals for the second year in a row.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't matter about Philadelphia wants to win a chip. That fool Daryl Morey, I don't know why he keeps getting work too. That's definitely white privilege with his sorry ass. That dude cannot put a team together. But if they don't get to the finals or win it, he might be out the door and Doc be out the door. What do you think about Boston, Rob, and who do you have in that series?
I think that could be a good series on paper, but Embiid's hurt, so that's gonna derail the whole thing. And plus, I'm rooting for Tatum. I want to see the kid get a championship. I do. Then that James Harden thing makes me nervous.
Jamie Harden? Okay.
Tobias Harris makes me nervous too. He's been very inconsistent. Yeah. Very inconsistent. One day he give you 25, next day he give you 12. I think Boston has enough to get past Philly.
Right.
They got a deeper bench.
Right.
The nucleus been together.
One of the deepest teams in the league.
Yeah. And your guard play has really picked up.
It's amazing.
Brogdon and White really been playing.
Man, 6th man of the year. Shout him out, man. Come on.
Well, so I got to give them credit.
Major props.
They've been playing well. I think Philly. I think Boston can get them in 6, man.
I think so too.
I would say 5, but I'm gonna give them 6 games.
I got them in 5. Rod, what do you have them in?
Like I said, if it's a close series, if Embiid isn't hurt, if Embiid can play, it's going 7. But if not, I got the Boston in 6 games.
You got Boston in 6.
Yes.
I got Boston in 5.
6 or 7. I got Boston winning
6 or 7. You got 5. You got 6. Yeah. Okay. I got them in 5. Especially if Embiid is hurt, and I swear for God, if Embiid does not win this most valuable player trophy this year,
please don't bring that up.
I may help Philly riot in Philly. I may fly up there just to help.
I'm up there with you,
bro. Because real talk, he should have got it last year. That was not Joker's.
Get it this year, come on now.
Right? It's a real problem, and the only people he got to worry about is Joker and Tatum and Giannis. It was Tatum, bro.
That's right, Tatum.
Let me tell you like this too. Yeah. What? Yes, 3. What is it? I put a $50 bet on Tatum in the offseason to win the MVP. If he would have won, $225. Which I'm a little upset. And another series, and we got to talk about this series before we get out of here. This is the last thing we're going to talk about. I'm super excited about Knicks Miami. They playing right now. If you know the score of the game, please don't say it. I got it recorded. Last time I heard it, New York was down, I think, by 6 or 7. I am super excited about this series. We throwing it back to the 90s out this bitch.
90s, baby.
I love it. I love it.
Gundy on the leg.
You know what I'm saying? Like two. It's two major, right?
Larry Johnson.
It's two major franchises from back in the day that are back good now. It's almost as good as Philly. Boston ain't even as good as this because Boston don't have this animosity that New York and Miami do. Real quick, for real, who you got?
I got Miami, man.
You got Miami.
They're not really a 6th seed, eighth seed to me.
Okay.
They was in the finals last year, a shot away from going to the NBA finals. So I got Miami winning.
You got Miami winning? Yeah. Okay, I think Miami. Okay. What about you, Rod?
I got Miami in 6.
You got Miami in 6?
Playoff Jimmy, man.
I got. Wow. Okay.
Playoff Jimmy Butler buckets.
Okay. You know what? And I'm going until 3:05 because we didn't start till after 2:05. No, but hey, you weren't ready. If you were ready, I would have stopped. But you weren't ready, and you know you weren't. Here's the thing. What is it? The freaking Miami, New York. I 100%. I have. I got Miami. I want to pick the Knicks. I got Miami in 7, but